men teachers came over and said, let's go, Nicole. He didn't know that I had already got a posse coming for me. And he just came out of the kindness of his heart. I guess he just wanted to make sure I was okay. Love the guy, love the guy. Another great supporter. So they came and got me. And we're like a couple minutes late to the faculty meeting. I was just shaking like crazy. And here I am. I'd been at the school for 20 years, teaching this other way. Now I'm coming like this. And I didn't know what to think. I was happy though. So the door opens to the faculty room, and there's a desk, a table right there that is open for like 5 people. And shoo, we can sit right down really fast. And the principal's sitting up in front. And we sit down. Starts the meeting. He goes, I guess we should be talking about the elephant in the room, huh? But he goes, we're not going to, because you're all professionals. We know what's going on. We know what we're here to do. Let's just do what we're going to do. And that was it. And that's all I've never spoken to the faculty at all about it. They've never had a chance to ask questions like you guys are going to be able to. None of that. And so then, like I said, the ones that wanted to be supportive, which I was amazed at some of the ones that were supportive, oh my God. Some of the most conservative faculty members that I had known, I go, they'll never come around. And they did. They were like the first ones to come over and say hi. How are you doing? Are you okay? Amazing. It was so cool. Then the ones that I thought would be like that weren't. You never can tell. So anyway, then the kids come 3 days later. We've got all these muffins. We're sitting there ready to go. Okay, muffins. Eat muffins. You know? Happy. And they never touched one of them. Not one. All day. All day. You know what kids are? They'll eat dirt if you give them things. They never touched a muffin. I ended up throwing them away that week. But I did. What happened was, first day, okay, you guys ready? Let's do math. Ready? Yeah. And that's what we did. About the 3rd week, one of the students that I had in class, her parents wrote an article in the Westland Tidings about this teacher that did this really crazy thing, and how could that person be still teaching? And here there are doctors in my class. And well, ended up, it kind of blew over, but she ended up not coming for a week. I'm thinking, okay, I lost another one, right? Smaller classes, not a bad thing. She comes back after a week. She goes, I was really sick, what did I miss? I said, well, you missed a test. I'm thinking, wow, she's back. I give her the test, and before I do, I go, you know, are you okay being in my class? She goes, yeah. She goes, I like you as a teacher. I go, well, I was just wondering, you know, your parents in the article in the paper, or that kind of thing. She goes, yeah. I go, so you're kind of caught in the middle, huh? She goes, yeah. But I had her the whole year. I never did talk to her parents, which is how I knew it would be. Never had to deal with the parents. They were afraid of me anyway. They didn't know what to say to me, which was another good thing. But to this day, I think that's the case. But started that 4 years ago. The year went fine. 2nd year, piece of cake. 3rd year, piece of cake. I'm now in my 4th year. This is one of the best group of kids I've ever had in all 24 years at Westland High School. The kids love me. I love them. We have fun. We laugh. They're respectful. There is no issues at all. I've had one child, 6th week of school now. Comes in the 6th week of school. She goes to her counselor. I need to get out of Miss Kinsey's class. How come? I just found out she's transgender. You've been in her class for 6 weeks and you just found out? Yeah. I heard these kids talking about it in class, and I went home and talked to my mom, and she don't want me in the class anymore. So the counselor comes to me and says, you know, got this kid. And she goes, I'm sorry I have to do this, but you know, I got to tell you, this student wants to get out of your class. But she's a senior and she needs this class, and she can't get into the other classes because it's full, right? One of the classes are full, ones are small. But she's going to leave in semester. Well, I said, you can have her do independent study. How's that? Well, I come to find out she's not a real good student anyway. I mean, she's barely got through her other classes, so she couldn't do any kind of study. She needs support. Let's put it that way. Well, she's still showing up. She had been gone a while. Now she's back. Gone a while. She was there today. I don't know what's up with her. I have no idea. She comes up. She asks me, "What assignment did I miss?" Well, this is what you missed. You okay? You know, I'm just wondering what's going on in her head. Anyway, so that's the only one I've heard of this year. So, kids, back to your question. They're fine. Totally fine. It's just normal. Thankfully, normal. I'm just very lucky. I feel very fortunate. Anything else? Yeah.
You said you kind of like that you're okay with, students leaving your classes, they don't want to be there, or people out of your life. How do you deal with that? Like, because wouldn't it still hurt? Like, or how do you deal with that?
This is my heart now. I'm strong. I cannot worry about how other people are going to treat me because it isn't about me. It's not about me at all. This is about a much bigger thing than me. This is so much bigger than me. I'm here to be a conduit of knowledge. I'm giving you knowledge tonight. Accept it or not, that's up to you. I can't imagine what else I could say to get it through to you, how important this is. I can say this. It's hard to... There are transgender people out there that are not real good... how do I put it? There's fringe everything. So they're the ones that, the bouffant hairdos and the big blue eyeshadows, and they're more or less a drag queen, and they're on display. They give us a bad name. They give us a bad name, I gotta say. But then our society, our media, sensationalizes it to a point where, isn't it crazy? We got these people like this that are doing these things, and they're like that. Are you kidding me? Like, oh, here's a great story for you. So this is a week before school starts, before I go to that faculty meeting. I'm sitting on my home computer. I get a phone call from a really close girlfriend. Her husband's out driving in his car listening to the radio. And she calls me, she goes, "David just called me. He's listening to a show on the radio, AM 750 or something like that." She goes, "I don't know what the name of the show is, but I think it's Lars Larson." And she goes, "He's talking about some teacher." And she goes, "I think they're talking about you." She goes, here's the dial. Dial it in. So I dial it in, and sure enough, Lars Larson had gotten an email from a parent from the school, and he did a 2-hour show that day and a 2-hour show the next day about me. And the crap he was saying was unbelievable. Here I am listening to it on my bed, laughing at one moment and crying at the next. He's just raking me through the coals. He doesn't know me from Adam. He's just saying, this teacher should never be in the classroom. How could this ever happen in a school in Oregon? And then some schmuck from Coquille will call up and say, "Mark Simpson would never be in that class." And here this spewing is going everywhere, right? To all of this all these airways. And this is a big radio station. It's Northwest, at least Washington, Oregon. I'm going, holy God. People, wake up. It's 2009 at the time. This is how far our society is? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So, let me be. I'll walk through your society, invisible. I'll go to the mall. You don't know who I am. You would never guess who I am. And I'll just be. And you be the way you are. Have your little close mind. Everyone's got their little box of knowledge, right? They have their little box. Every belief they have is in it. If anything is outside of that box that tries to sneak in it, they push it away. Unless they have a night like tonight, where I'm hoping if that box didn't hold an idea of me in there, that you open the lid a little bit and let me crawl in. Because this is so real and so important. And it's so wrong to hate. It is so wrong to hate. I don't care what you hate. It's wrong to do it. You might not like it. And you may not want to be around a person that's like this. And that's your choice. But to discriminate them